Okay, hello everybody. This is the Stories of Tamriel, and today we have a scene. We have a new session. Sorry. In our session, there will be things that the group will do in the Windhelm. But before I start and ask players what they're doing, I want to explain what kind of happened the last few days. So basically, you guys arrived at Windhelm and joined the feast of Ulfric Stormcloak, and the feast that is basically welcoming you to the city along with the Jarl of Helgen. The situation is the city is changing and growing. There are settlements outside of the city now. The Windhelm is kind of becoming the capital. It used to be a solitude, but the king is the Jarl of this land, so he's looking after here a bit more than usual. Uh, what happened is the Diter, Aviana's nephew, Nord, ambassador, basically listened what happened, and he said that he needs the king to listen this and make a decision regarding certain things about what is going to happen with the Imrik, the person who wants to kill all the gods of or Daedric lords or Daedric princes, and basically he was thinking about giving you guys a sort of an ability or a paper that will allow you to show that you guys are actually working for Ulfric or the Ambassador Diter, or basically the kingdom of the Skyrim. So uh, that morning, it's been 2 days since you guys arrived. One day was an empty day, maybe for some. Uh, in another news, Alfarius is back. He arrived and basically explained to the group that he had some issues, but now it's fixed them, and he's back. Um, Bosmer is basically kind individual to some, meh individual to some, but he's back at the breakfast, and this breakfast is basically the breakfast where the Jarl of Helgen is taught to leave. He and his friend are eating their breakfast, and one by one, please explain how your character comes and how they're preparing for meeting with the man himself, Ulfric Stormcloak. As everyone knows, they're going to meet with a king today. High King. We're, as always, going to begin with bullets.
Nice. uh, well, I suppose Grognak will be having his illusion to look. He's gonna wear some sorta Nordic-looking noble's outfit, and a cloak, hopefully, and hopefully they don't think that's a bad thing for an orc to wear, but he'll wear it anyway, and he will, I suppose, write the night before. Write a poem or something that he might like. I don't know, like a war story or something about Gaius and fighting in I forgot the place. Where the hell's the map?
Markarth.
Yeah, and yes, well, that's what Grognak will be doing.
Okay. I forgot to enter to the roll 20. Hoo-hoo. But would you like to roll for creation of this song?
Yes.
I think you already actually created this song for
Yeah, the story to tell.
Yeah. In the other city. So yes, you don't need to roll for this. How about Aviana? The second person who likes to start first.
Well, she's having a food.
Aviana is eating burgers, so there we're going to the third person who likes to start the first. Christine.
Well,
You're muted, Christine.
Yeah, okay. Whew. I guess I will just go in the hall where the breakfast is?
Hmm. There's nothing specific that you're, preparing, I presume.
Like what? No, I
I don't
don't
know.
think
You are going
so.
to you're going to meet with a king today.
Well, that doesn't make much of a difference to Morwen, quite honestly. She's not used to meeting with kings or anything like that.
Hmm.
She's in her normal gear and sitting at the table to grab some grab. You know?
Okay, let's continue with Raniel.
Um, well, Hadrino is going to get very well dressed for this.
Hmm.
Um, but he's not going to wear Nordic clothes. He's going to wear his usual outwear clothing because, well, lately the Nords are annoying him a bit, so doesn't want to seem like he's um, consorting with them too much. He's going to go have his breakfast, but he's not going to eat much because he doesn't want to get anything, his hair or his clothes dirty. And he's probably going to go with a book just in case if there is time after the breakfast, he's going to read it.
Okay.
Nerd.
Let's continue with the man of fashion, Guanaro.
Yes.
How is your preparation going?
I mean, as always, fabulous as always. I don't see why I should be more fabulous. Because obviously,
Okay.
being surrounded by and as he would, probably instinctively turn into the direction where Aviana is supposed to be like. I mean, Nords don't really have a sense of fashion. Offense intended.
Offense intended.
So, so really, he knows that being a mage, etc. Like he doesn't have a physicality to be. Oh, I'm big and I'm tough, and I have muscle. So he's going to go there optimistically, but it's just yes, he's a king. I will show respect for him, but as the North say, oh, you should not bow yourself to me. You should prove yourself to be blah blah blah, or
Mhm.
some weird thing like that. Some North things.
Okay.
So yeah,
Aviana.
just be fabulous. Have my spell book, obviously, because I never go out without my spell book, and whatever.
Completely understandable. Aviana.
I mean, she probably was up early to, go outside with Nisei, and make sure that they get some energy out of their system before they're gonna be locked up in a tavern.
They're gonna do what before?
For what?
Before,
He's gonna do
because,
some fucking.
no, like,
Oh.
obviously she can't take him to the king, so, better get some of the energy out of Tiny Dragon before Tiny Dragon tries to set fucking Inn on fire, which would be problematic. And apparently, according to ST, I have to make this announcement. I don't understand why he isn't doing it, but that's, not my problem. Baby Dragon is now talking to you guys.
Baby dragon has the ability to speak. The words appears in your mind. It says the words, "Mommy," "outside," "food," "more food," "yes," "go," "danger," "hello," "dragon," "Aviana," "mummy." Those are the words that this baby dragon is capable of saying.
So, yeah, she probably enters from outside to have breakfast with the dragon with her. And yeah, She wears
Everyone,
her kind of normal, noble clothing.
okay. Everyone is there and eating their food, being happy about the life. Good, gods have given them these food. But basically, the time arrives after the breakfast. There is a couple. One Tane appears in front of the inn, and he enters the inn with every single one of you guys plus three NPCs staying there. And the Tane says, I arrived here to speak with the current leader of the Adventurers Guild to have them come towards to the meeting with the king.
Mooch. So he basically says, okay, so the leader should go to the king. Because I'll be
No.
honest, fine with that.
He's literally just saying, like, I want to speak with the leader first.
Oh, we didn't really elect a leader, right? I'm going
Not
to
yet.
step off then.
I
Lord.
too am gonna step up and say, pardon me,
I
my
thought
king.
you had resigned.
Yes, but again, we have no leader, and you are not the leader.
Where are you?
Pardon me, my king. I would like to say that due to an incident, we are
This isn't the king, by the way. This is
Oh.
Atane.
a thane. Pardon me, my
Thane.
thane. Due to an incident, we are leaderless at the moment.
We can still send a representative there.
He is going to have every single one of you, those who wishes to come and meet. But I just wanted to talk certain things before. We are not going to have any weapons, or there's not going to be any magic inside. There might be severe consequences of those, unhealthy magic used inside. Secondly, this is the king himself of all Skyrim. We would kindly request that you mind your manners while speaking to him. He is a kind man, and he respects the Adventurers Guild a lot. The Isramor's 300 companions is one of the biggest legends in Skyrim. Those are the comparisons that you are being held to. Oh, see? You guys don't need to roll history.
I don't roll in history. I roll insight when he say, he's what was exactly what you said he said? But he's a compassionate man.
He's a
Yeah,
kind-
kind man.
I roll insight to see if he believes he's on bullshit.
Yeah, I'm going to roll that too, actually. It's a very good idea.
He does believe his own bullshit.
Ah, god damn it, he's a fanatic.
No, he's not. Ulfric can be a kind man. Like, there's a difference between individuals in the war and in peace. Come on. Like,
Let
Okay,
you remember.
continue.
okay, so he looks around and then says, we are not going to allow any weapons, so please, while we can leave them here or we can leave them in the entry entrance of the King's Hall, this will be depending on you. Those, again, who does not wish to join, you don't have to join. But Ambassador Dieter said that it would be cool to have a moment with the new companions of our society.
The ambassador said it would be cool.
Ambassador is a quite young individual. Yes, he said it will be cool.
I see.
His mom.
Can I have
Silently.
2 minutes? I need to unload.
Pardon?
I need to unload my weapons.
Please, I will be waiting.
Morwen will fuck off to her room to unload her weapons.
Morven does the Legolas moment where like it takes like half an hour to unload.
I was gonna say.
Well, let's be real. She will probably leave a small little knife
Oh.
in her boobs, probably.
This is what's happening. So Morwen goes upstairs. Aviana looks around and says, "Oh, if she's doing that, I have more than enough time to get dressed."
Everyone is waiting, and then like Finnabar actually says it can be a good moment to choose a leader right now. We can just do an election if need be.
I mean, that would
wouldn't-
hardly be
I don't
fair
think
without
this is
Morwen.
the time.
When Morven comes back, I mean.
We can do that when we are back to our HQ.
The reason I say this is you're going to go to
Talk
We're
with the
going to-
king.
no, it's not that one. That we're going to probably we have like 8 days before we go to High Rock, and our HQ, as far as I know, is in Whiterun. There may be pirates and all that jazz at the sea. I mean, I don't care if you're not going to choose a leader. That's fine to me as well. But it's we already had someone who's resigning. Therefore, I think we are already a bit late to choose one.
Well,
If I might
to
make
be
a suggestion. Sorry, please
Go
go
on.
ahead.
no, go on.
Well, I was thinking, all of us are skilled in different ways, in different forms. Perhaps we should not just pick one leader, but make sure that whatever mission or whatever journey we're facing, the right person is the one that we listen to at that current time. For instance, if we were all to go sneak into a building, in all honesty, Grognak, no offense, but I think Morwen would know a little bit more about that. Whereas if we have to deal with magic, it would either be Gweneville or Hadraniel.
A good
Maybe that
leader is all
worked
about
better for us.
knowing. Good leader is all about knowing the group and their capabilities. I think a leader is about causing groups dynamics to be neutral and safe. I think that if we just continue having like, we should choose a leader depending on the situation, it is going to cause this group to have more chaotic time. Which I know for some parts of it, I was responsible of those chaos.
Hey,
There is no need to separate the guild even more. The higher ups are already separated. I didn't really see the need for two leaders in the end, but there's no need to separate and cause even more divisions right now. Here.
however, if everybody who is willing to would have the opportunity for their skills might bring the group together more, knowing that we have a leader that's willing and it's not that we are willing to follow because we know that they have leadership abilities.
What?
She basically says that if I become the leader, there will be problem between you and I, which I
That's
am
not
not
what I
saying
said.
it should be. It's basically what you mean, though.
That is absolutely not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Well, obviously, currently there are difference of opinions of who should be leading. So why not have everybody who wants to the chance to prove how they would lead, so that the group can make a decision. It's nothing to do with your feud.
I was basically explaining one of the things that I taught that you said, but we're dealing with a guy who wants to be a god. I don't think we have enough time to risk leaderlessness out there.
Finnavar has already a position within the guild. I don't think he would be able to lead this group as well.
I don't think I have a position in the guild.
Didn't
What are you talking about?
Didn't Finnavar get a title
No.
like when everyone was getting
Bazook,
It's Bazooka.
Rognak, and Ariadne got a title. And he also adds, while I didn't get anything, I also mean I'm not going to put my name forward. I don't believe in individuals putting their names forward, I believe in my name. I would consider this if my name is put forward.
I will return.
When he says that, I'm gonna be looking at Quinvale and nodding at him.
So, guys, are we ready to go? What's up?
We're going to make a quick vote to decide who is going to be the next leader of our.
Just put Gwenville. He's the most neutral. Let's go.
I agree.
2 votes for Gwenville.
Wow. Wow.
3 votes for Gwenville.
What? I didn't vote for myself.
I voted for you.
God damn it.
Aviana, Pedraniel,
I
Estelle says, I'm going to vote for no one. I don't know.
I'm going to abstain.
Pedraniel abstains. Lady Aviana and Alfarius, do you have anything to say to change these votes or the minds of those who wants to change the votes? Says Finnabar.
Why are we voting for? Why are people voting for Glenville? Nothing against him, but really?
I mean, I would take it
Because-
personally. I would take it personally from the way you're saying it. I'm just saying.
Because it's good PR, and we need to get done with it. And he's the most neutral and peaceful among all of us.
Exactly.
And there's that. Yeah.
He doesn't even think he has an opinion of himself. Of an opinion of himself.
Pedraniel, I think with that
I
attitude, nobody's
do
going
have
to choose you as a
opinions.
leader.
I do have opinions. I think you're quite rude at the moment.
Oh, finally, you have an opinion of something. I'm not putting myself as leader. I'm just saying that maybe other options.
Then put
Don't
your
yourself
vote
up as
in
leader, but
instead of abstaining. Just put your vote in instead of complaining.
Hmm.
I mean, who
The-
would you choose? Because
Exactly. You said there are
obviously, because you're saying you don't want to put your name forward, and you're saying that the choice of me, which can indeed be debatable, is a thing, but that implies that you have someone else in mind. So that would be an interesting choice to put forward.
Finnabar has a smile on his face. He thinks he knows what his Raniel means.
So,
You're not going
Raniel?
to. You're not going to say who you want to be a leader of Raniel?
I'm thinking. Um, huh. Maybe. Maybe Aviana
Maybe.
should be the leader. She seems to be the person who is more interested in solving conflict between us. Maybe she will be the one who will be able to end all this.
Rihanna will look at everybody else and says, and this is the point where you all laugh.
I mean, technically, he does have a point. That not only, well, you've not drawn a knife and tried to stab people. That's a good thing.
No, I've shot lightning at people.
I vote
Well,
for Aviana, says Alfarius. She's worshipping Talos. Talos is a god of the adventurers.
Wow.
I veto that.
I would have thought that as an argument.
I don't think you have a right to veto my right to vote who I want to be leader. You can deny to be leader, but I am sorry, my lady.
In all honesty, I do not wish to see conflict amongst ourselves and amongst this
Mhm.
group. However, I also know that I still have a lot to learn about worlds outside the safety of my family. I
That's
do
why
not
you
think
have
that I
everyone
would.
to help you. You won't be alone.
What Adrenial is trying to say is that you're like a puppy, and people don't want to kick puppies. They want to help puppies.
But they're also not gonna let the puppy show everybody the way. That's what you're saying.
These are Gwenville's words, not mine.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely
his
mine.
word.
One vote for
What I
Aviana, 2 votes
said-
for Gwenville. Pardon, 2 votes for Aviana, 3 votes for Gwenville. The only individual who didn't vote is Aviana. And
I
Gwenville.
didn't vote.
And Gwenville.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Huh?
What I'm saying is, maybe you don't have as much experiences as everyone here, but you have spirit. Experience is something you get with time, and your ideas is not something that can change. It's not something that a person can just acquire suddenly. That won't change. Your
As much as I
experiences will.
appreciate, as much as I appreciate all of those who voted for me's confidence, this voting is over.
Are you abstaining?
Well, it's very simple. Even if I would be willing to put my name against yours,
Mm-hmm.
and if that would be the majority of this group, I would at least give it a shot. I would vote for you. That would bring your votes to 4. If you would vote for me, would not be able to top that. So the vote is basically over.
4 votes for Gwenville, it seems.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm voting for Aviana.
4 to 3, the voting is over.
I'm thinking out of character here. Should I fuck this whole thing up and change my vote out of character?
I mean,
You already voted. My only chance was Aviana, going, I abstain. Well, I vote for you. That means a draw.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, then I'm not doing anything. Well, it could still be a tie, but yeah.
There's still the NPCs, by the way.
this is true.
What
So no.
NPCs?
Alfarius and Finnabar.
They already
I mean,
voted.
Alfarius and Finnabar voted.
Yeah, I thought they did.
Yeah,
They can't
no.
take away their vote.
They can change their votes just like Morbin may.
Oh, it's very tempting. It's very
I mean-
tempting.
Technically, the only one who hasn't voted yet is Estelle.
It still doesn't vote because he's not a member yet. But Aviana is so easy to manipulate, though.
Yeah,
Out
this
of
is
character.
kind of why.
That's out of that is out of character, obviously.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say something. Out of character, that's what Grognak thinks, that Haradniel put Aviana as a vote so he could manipulate her.
Yeah, I mean,
that's literally
yeah,
what,
that's
that's
why-
literally what Finnabar. That's literally what Finnabar says. Thinks as well.
That's
Oh,
what
that's-
Grognak thinks.
Shit.
That's even what Aviana thinks, so don't worry about that.
You know
Listen,
what?
crazy thing,
Fuck it. Let's see how Gwenville does, and we'll see.
I will throw fireball at everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Hey, I haven't burned anyone yet.
Yes, make
Okay.
concern.
We're going to continue the scene with Gwenville becoming the
Yes.
leader, getting his crown on his head, the imaginary crown of being the leader of the Adventurer Guild, or the members of the Adventurers Guild. That is
Wait.
Guild.
I'm not king of the guild. I'm
No,
simply
the party
king.
leader.
You're the party leader.
The party leader.
I'm the party leader.
Oh, I know, I'm just fucking around. But
Taking over the guild is a second step. It's not the
So-
same thing.
so everyone, one by one, goes to the what was the name of that? The Palace of Kings. The Palace of Kings was under construction for a year after the war, and they kind of made it bigger.
They wrapped it really well.
Exactly. Basically, what happened is that it is bigger. It is quite astonishing. They spent a lot of they made it a bit more majestic. There's a lot of paintings on the walls. Not paintings, sorry. The wall, stone carvings on the walls still. And there's a hole at the back that is basically in a mountain. It seems they carved a mountain to make a room inside of a mountain that is like a big hole, and they cleaned it. It looks amazing. It is one of the finest. It is one of the finest Nord, structures, while they don't have a lot. There's 4 individuals that is worthy of knowing, while there's some other as in at least 20 guards. You guys are searched before you guys enter. It's a kind search, not a like iPad everywhere type of search. So like if you have boobs and those boobs has knives inside of them, you're fine.
Okay,
if you-
good.
If you stick any weapons, let me know.
My weapon
Finbar-
is my intellect.
I was gonna
Finbar
say,
is
I'm my own
very
weapon.
Finbar is very happy when they search him. He just says, "Oh, please search me." And there's
Oh,
no weapon
please.
found
Oh,
inside
that
of
feels
him.
nice.
I'm just gonna say all this search is all fun and game until they realize that Adraniel has Edric's blast, which he doesn't need.
Right.
He doesn't need shit. He's the weapon.
In the end, there is the whole there's meat, a cool round table, and at the round table there is the King Ulfric Stormcloak. He's wearing his armor that is symbolic armor. I don't know how to I don't know.
Yeah,
Decorative.
it's
Decorative armor. Yeah, decorative armor.
Perfect.
He stands up when the adventurers does arrive. So Galmar Stonefist is there as well. Those who remember Galmar Stonefist, he was the one who defended that he was the one who said Hamor Ambassador should be killed.
Oh yeah, Dickface McFister.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is the other guy there? What's his name? Free Winter dude?
Actually, yes, 5. You're right. I forgot him.
Because VST forgot.
Yeah. This is the other dude, which is the Jarl of Helgen.
Mhm.
Brynwulf Freewinter. This is the Freewinter. He is a cleric of Talos.
He wasn't a cleric, was he?
He was a warrior, but I made him a cleric. He was a worshipper of Talos, though. And
He was racist though. He was a good guy.
he was not a racist. You're quite right.
Yeah, we love this
The-
guy.
Other individual is Ambassador Dieter, who we all know, everyone now knows, Aviana's, nephew. He is quite handsome, charming, and a yellow-haired and the youngest individual in the group. 5 men.
Oh,
They're all
boy.
sitting, and when the king stands up, everyone does stand up as well. And he comes near the adventurers and says, "Welcome, adventurers. The Skyrim is a harsh land that breeds the strongest, and we welcome you all. And I personally wish to thank you for helping this country and solving its problems."
I'm going to bow.
When you
And
bow,
say-
he says, "There is no need for bowing. We don't do those things here."
Thank you for
You-
having us here, King Stormcloak.
I am quite happy to welcome you all. Companions, please do sit.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Does your distaste in your voices be are you having a distaste in your voice?
I mean, technically I always do, so it's nothing new.
Okay.
It's not actually the state, it's just how it is.
It's a Graniel's natural sass.
When the sass is visible, you see that the Galmar is like staring at Hadraniel's soul. It's like, "I will eat you for dinner" type of stare.
I'll just smile at him.
And his hand goes to his
Dick?
beard, and
Oh.
his beard. And he just like giving you that look of like, "Fuck you, Talmor cunt," but he doesn't say anything. But like that look is like basically he is considering that how Talmor you are by simply looking at you.
I mean, he's
How
got
are you
three
doing,
pointy
my friend?
ears.
What did you say? Sorry.
I'm asking him how he's doing.
I am quite
Hey.
fine. How are you, good sir?
Oh, I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. How have these years ever since the war ended treated you?
Pardon?
How have the years since the war ended treated you?
Winters are nice. You have seen worse. The Skyrim is getting better. There are a bunch of individuals who argue on what is best for the realm, but I think we all believe, one way or another, what is best for the realm needs to be done, and we want to do it. I agree with Galmar, says Ulfric. We all want to do what's best for the Skyrim.
Determining what is the best attempt should be the hardest part of doing the thing.
You're quite wise, good sir, says Ulfric.
And how far you're willing to go is also a big important part.
Ulfric turns towards the Aviana. "Lady Wintersun, your nephew was quite right. You shined a room like a winter sun."
That's the moment when you say thank you, my king.
Oh shit! Sorry, I said that. I was just muted. She will incline her head and doesn't quite know how to respond to that, so just says thank you, the king.
I see there's... Is there anyone except Lady Wintersun who was raised in Skyrim? Here? Says Ulfric.
Unfortunately, no. At least not for me. I was raised in High Rock.
High Rock. He nods. Then he looks at the individuals one by one. Everyone can go and say it.
I would rather say I'm a child of Tamriel rather than just one specific place.
Look at that smooth motherfucker.
Can I roll insight? uh,
On who?
on
Oh,
Hadraniel.
bro, I'm not.
But I'm not.
I
I'm
mean,
not lying though. I don't know why you're rolling insight.
To learn what do you mean, or like, are you jabbing him or not?
No,
To figure out if it's
Not
bullshit
really.
or not, pretty much.
it's not.
Okay.
I'm serious. I just
He
you know
believes that.
Hadreno doesn't really. He's not exactly a racist. He doesn't see him. I mean, he sees himself as above the others, but not because of where he was born.
The look of the king turns towards Grobnak. And you are, sir?
I am Grognak. I am afraid I'm not from Skyrim. I am from Cyrodiil, but I was mostly raised in the road, like Agraniel as well, traveling around learning stories and magic from places to places, from capital to capital.
My lady says, turning towards Morven.
Morwen will look behind her, pretty much. Like, who, me?
Yes,
I'm sorry. I'm Morwen. I'm from Cyrodiil.
He turns towards Alfarius and he says in the common tongue in a way everyone can understand. I was raised in Skyrim, my king. The Estelle says, yeah, I'm also born in Skyrim, but my mom and dad was in High Rock. I went to High Rock every summer because it was,
Summary.
summery. Yes. Thank you, Morgan.
Remind me, that's crazy evocation magic girl.
Yes.
Okay, she's the best. We keep her.
And he turns towards Sir Finnebar, and the Finnebar says, I am Sir Finnebar. I was raised in, and the Ulfric actually completes the sentence and says, Cyrodiil. I have
Yes,
heard the famous Sir Finnebar from the Great War. I, as a person who fought in the Great War, I have heard you and what you have done. What caused you to become an adventurer and stop being a soldier? Finnebar has a look of like, I don't like this.
I mean, it's totally not an interrogation hidden behind, nice chit chat.
Yeah.
I'm
Ears
going-
just turned into radars.
I'm gonna regret this, but Grognak will pipe up. Mayor, we saved his life. He was captured by a bunch of savages, and he owes us his life. He's indebted to us.
I am.
King, not a jarl.
Sorry, my king.
He's a jarl and a king, but the correct way of addressing him is a king.
My yucking.
Hi,
My
king.
king.
Hi, king. You're right. Finnebar says the reason I become an adventurer was Titus Meet II. Frick nods. I will. Is there? If there's anyone who can give me a brief, not brief, all the story of this individual named Imric, I will be very happy. Says Jarl and King Ulfric, and I am not gonna make you guys tell the story again. Don't worry.
I mean, we elected a leader who's a blabbermouth for a reason, so,
Oh,
Uh,
no, don't get me wrong. My intelligence is purely for spells, not remembering important stuff. That's the job of a bard.
So
A good leader knows how to use someone with a good memory and
I am-
attention span.
I am going to say one by one. Everyone is like tells their side. They keep the personal stuff, but not the important stuff. to themselves, obviously. And after like an hour of telling the story, the of how Imric killed the Jarl in Hammerfest, pardon, in Markarth, you guys made an investigation there. Uh, come to Dawnstar. Everything went fine in Dawnstar. Like
There is no war in Downstars.
Everything's
Adventure-
fine.
In
And
Basing
then
Stay.
and went to Winterhold, learned more about Imric and about like what he does. And basically, you guys will go to High Rock to find the individual Ayala in there, who was presumed to be a Bosmer, who is a mage in the Physic Order. And Imric is a man who is mad, who has the Eye of Magnus that was in the College of Winterhold, and basically, you guys want to stop him from fully activating the Eye. Once the story is ended, Ulfric nods and a bunch of, meads and all that shared shit is just shared. The Ulfric takes a deep breath and then says, my time and many of my companions' time as adventurers is done. I have accepted this duty that I have currently to change things, and I want a safe Skyrim. Therefore, I want to help those who are adventurers, as adventurers hold a great importance in our society. The 300 companions of Isramor was not just Nords. There were many different races in Skyrim who helped him. While the companions have cursed their Isramor's companion's name with lycanthropy and actions of cannibalism, that does not mean that Skyrim can't value its adventurers again. Thanks to the wise counsel of Ambassador Ambassador Diter and Bryn Wolf Winter, and my dear friend Adelheid, along with Galmar, roll insight.
I'm gonna use my 18. For
Yeah,
his insight.
it's not Galmar. He just added Galmar in the last second.
Oh yeah, I'm totally friend with that guy.
I'm doing a Jon Snow impression.
Yeah.
Called her Aviana Snow, but you know.
Yeah, Grovnak. Yeah, Galmar didn't support this idea. He wanted himself to do the dirty work, or do the work of finding Imric.
I think you mean purging.
Yeah, purging the heretic. But basically,
name of a Jarl.
Hadraniel and Morven also, I think, can see it. But basically, for this, I am taking the contract that the Ambassador Diner has done for investigation, and I am putting a bounty on this man's head.
I
Mm.
I don't want to question your decision, but you do know what happened when you corner an animal, right?
I am more than willing to die for Skyrim.
If this thing becomes public and you start posting bounties of it, finding him will just be more and more difficult.
Oh, there won't be any public bounties. There will be 5,000 gold for you in advance. And then 20,000 in the future, once this job is finished.
Gwynville will nod. That seems very generous of you.
Also, just like the Jarl Edelhide, the I have stated that the adventuring is important in our society. You're all now recognized Thanes in this country. You're welcome to any Jarl's house, and you're now considered nobility of this realm. It's a honorary title that I recommend against using for bad purposes. It is a responsibility to help the citizens and to show them what may happen if you decide to take arm against the enemies of Skyrim. So you are an example. Show our realm. But adventurers do linger among us, and they do solve problems, and they fight the nightmares that they are not willing to have and only see at night.
We thank you for your more than generous gifts. I'm sure that none of us who will, except as I will not speak for everyone, also as I believe that one of us is already a noble, technically. But I'm sure none of us will abuse this gift that you make us.
Lady,
He will kind of give us a side eye to Morwen, and it's like, oh yeah, I know you're gonna flaunt that shit around just to fuck with
Do
people.
you even know Morwen?
I mean, he does. I mean,
Obviously
he's-
not. She hates
I mean,
that.
he's gonna do. Oh, you. Just let you be tempted by power. You'll see. You can have fun.
the Lady Aviana is already a lady in our society, yes. She is a highborn, but she was not a Thane. Now she's a Thane. It is a status of a responsibility. It is more than what she was.
I, Your Majesty, I do not believe that we will fail this test. But if that happens, I believe you need to prepare for that.
I'm all ears. Please tell me, what do I need to prepare for?
You might need, as we know, the second eye of Magnus is underneath the city of Marthar. If we are not able to stop Imrik before he does that, you might need to evacuate the entire city and make sure that the ruins collapse so he won't be able to reach it.
Can't this guy be killed with an axe? Says Galmar.
He killed the entire siege order. I hope it is possible, but if it is not, you need to prepare.
Also, let us say that if everyone can die, when one wants to destroy gods, I believe that a simple axe will be probably not sufficient enough.
Axes killed gods before. Says Galmar, and immediately the Burnwell Freewinter says it is a sacrilege to talk about the death of gods. The Aedra is one with this realm. Destroying them means destroying this realm.
So I hope it doesn't have to come to this, but if it if we fail, if we all die on the process, you should be ready to do that. At least to delay him further.
Can I roll history for to see if I know about the Great Alliance a long time ago?
Great
You
alliance
know,
between.
yeah, when what was it? Mary Dominion, the Ebonheart Pact, and the fuck, can't remember the third faction.
Daggerfall Covenant.
The Daggerfall Covenant all made a peaceful pact just to fight a dude because it was threatening the world.
Go right ahead. Roll me that history.
God damn it! I do not
It is-
know it.
I'm gonna say because you're a bard, you have an advantage on this. Therefore, you do know, along with
Nice.
Advaniel. Money Marco.
What a hottie.
Uh,
Can I do it too? I
you.
wanna do it too.
Go right ahead.
Oh, please don't
Adriana
fail
knows.
me.
Annabelle knows.
Oh, fuck my life.
Morven does not. She knows that like once there was a guy who was like wanted to be God, and he was so cool. His name is Sanguine. He drank himself to become a god. His name is Sanguine.
I'd write him into next week.
Because like nearly four of you are like fucking history work, like study history in a weird way, either in lore or either listening stories from the mommy, which is Aviana. Therefore, everyone knows, except Marvin, who knows the Sanguine is a good drinker. But yeah, you guys know about this. This is nearly everyone except Cyrodiil, right?
Mm.
Bullet,
It
I
was
think.
by the rape god.
What?
It was being attacked by the rape god.
More like Baal, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
give me a fucking break.
Yeah, give him a break. And also, everyone remembers this as the Hammerfell, High Rock, Skyrim, Morrowind, Blackmarsh, Elsewhere, Valenwood, and Somerset Isles once made a peace to fight a guy named Manny Marco. He was a necromancer so powerful that it threatened the world.
Ah, good old times.
My king, as I would like to, I agree with Haradnu, but after the evacuation, if that is done, it would probably wise to try and bring back another alliance, like the old alliance that was done way back against Manny Marco, the king of worms.
The Ulfric is like,
Huh?
and he looks at Brunwolf, and even Dieter is like, Galmar is like, yeah. And the Adelheid is like,
Nah.
wait, what? Wait, what? Huh?
It's great.
Brynwolf actually does nod and says, you mean about the Daggerfall Covenant and the Ebonhearts?
Yes.
My king, in history, there was this necromancer who was so powerful that he fought a Daedric prince, and he nearly managed to kill it. It was stopped by heroes and adventurers, but the issue is that I believe what dear Bard Gromnak states here is this requires peace between Aldmer Dominion, or not a peace as we are currently in peace, but
truce.
a truce,
Temporarily.
Mm.
temporary truce between the realms of Morrowind, Skyrim, Hammerfell. As Cyrodiil and High Rock is ruled by the Empire, but the Aldmer Dominion and Blackmarsh is ruled. Pardon, Aldmer Dominion and Blackmarsh. 6 different kingdoms or realms.
Do I know, by the way, what happened when this Daedric god was almost killed?
Basically, the hero stopped him. Like but Manimeric will come back all the time. It was like it was
He
so
kept
fucking
on
powerful.
coming.
Yeah, he kept on coming in a weird way.
Oh yeah, but did he start to act more chaotic like Hermione Mora told me they usually do when they are hurt, wounded?
Mm, that was the. I think that was my interpretation. So I'm going to say yes. There were like incidents, like tsunamis, earthquakes. The hurting a god basically disrupts the natural state because it doesn't know what to do when it's hurt.
Yeah, but
Because
but wouldn't that affect more the realms of Oblivion instead of Mundus?
They also have power in Mundus though. And like, imagine this, when you are stabbed, you either piss or fart because it hurts so much.
Really?
Yes, there are a lot of people who die smelly because they shit themselves.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
and like, when a god is hurt, they fart, and those farts cause different shit. If you know, that's the explanation that I can
Oh
give you.
my
the
god.
pain
We're
and the
trying to
pain-
keep this on a high intellectual level and we're talking about
Yeah.
farts.
And like basically, when you
That's fair.
hurt someone, they do give a reaction. So when a god is hurt, their reaction is like strange. Because you say that they have a power, in the other realms, but the many of the gods is connected to certain things, just like the god of madness is being connected to the storms. They also have interpretations in these realms as well, or not interpretations. They have like powers in these realms as well. They want to try to get more powerful than Mundus as well. So you don't know what the fart of a god is going to cause when it's stabbed. At least this is the Hydraniel.
Right.
Mm.
The main issue, I'd say, with what he's trying to do is that I know that some of you think that killing the Daedra would be a good thing, right? I mean, they're evil. But in reality, it will only affect us if all the Daedra are killed or hurt. This world as we know it might be destroyed if that happens. Like it happened with that time.
Brynwolf nods. Tainted Hydraniel is right. Whoever this man is needs to be stopped immediately. I am going to send Ambassador Dieter and my dear friend Galmar to Markarth. There are some problems with bandits in our border.
Mm.
We're going to solve that problem, and once you adventurers come back from High Rock, we can talk with them and they will solve this problem with you to find a way to reach this eye. Adeline
I would-
actually. Go on. Sorry.
I was going to say I would also advise to rec- do a friendly recruitment of the whole College of Winterhold. You never have enough mages.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that considering everything that can happen in Markarth, as Hydraniel said, and how Grognak reminded everyone regarding the story of a necromancer. What I'm saying is that at the moment, considering the fact that we want others to join your forces if we were to fail, your closest force of dealing with magical incident is the College of Winterhold. College of Winterhold is the closest to Markarth, far closer than the forces of Winter of High Rock or armies from Morrowind that would come and help us. So I would suggest that you use the College of Winterhold as a first strike initiative, because as we have determined, while an axe, yes, can kill things, sometimes it is better to use a counter spell or spells to endig the menace rather than throw people until they die to try to stop something.
The Adelheid actually clears his throat, and immediately he takes the attention of those others, and he says, putting so many... High Rock is not Skyrim. High Rock is a realm of the Bretons.
Yes, I was being sarcastic.
Okay.
Yeah, but he said that about distance. Distance-wise, a lot closer to Markarth. That's what I'm saying.
The Adelheid says, I have to say that putting a lot of individuals to that area is going to cause a lot of attention from other kingdoms. They may see it as a coming invasion, especially with the situation with the High Rock and the leader of the city Gehenna. I think we should send one person, one ambassador.
Somehow my look is dragged towards Ambassador Nephew.
Yes. Same.
Well, I do believe there is an ambassador among us already.
Ambassador Dieter is a important individual, says Ulfric. But he is not he is not an accomplished warrior like Galmar Stonefist, who has the respect of many individuals in Skyrim. If there's going to be a war down there, as serious as you state, I think I will send Galmar.
Now comes the moment where I'm like, do I have to state the obvious to the king? And the guy is just a fucking warmonger.
Okay, here is the thing. Dieter is an ambassador and he's good with politics.
Mhm.
What you guys like? I was planning this to send fucking Dieter there for a long ass time, but you guys came to this scene and saying like, "Yeah, man, the shit's about to get fucking wrecked. This shit is real, yo. Like the world may end, bro. Ulfric, my bro, you need to make peace with the elves, yo." And like Ulfric's mind is like, "Shit, what the fuck? Like for real now? God damn it!" Like, and
Ulfric
he's
has
like,
a mind?
and in his mind, it's like, I was gonna send Dieter, but like, if this shit is serious as you say, I need to send my veteran there to kick some ass. Like, it's obvious from his face that like his opinion has
doesn't-
changed.
But he doesn't need to kick ass, he needs
wait.
brains.
Wait, when you mean he wants to send his veteran, like his veteran in Markarth or in Jehona?
No, he wants to send the veteran to Markarth to prepare, like investigate, and to prepare for war. Because if you guys fail, basically what Ulfric understands, it is clear from his face, there is going to be some fucked up shit that needs to be get smashed.
okay,
Ugh.
okay.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
why-
no,
that's-
because I thought
He's not very
Okay, no.
bright.
no, okay. I thought he was going to send, retard veteran to Jehona to negotiate
No.
I hit the rock, and I was like, "This
That's what I
is
thought.
suicide. This is suicide. He's gonna
No.
die there."
Like the ambassador
And
Dieter.
no
is-
loss
yeah,
there
okay.
will be.
Dieter is good with the like dealing with things. He is not like Aviana knows he's a good ass warrior. He's extremely resilient and like he's good against, especially at wizards. He's actually good. He took this weird education from his dad that makes him bit against like good against
He's
wizards.
good at fucking too.
Thank you. But basically, like he's not Galmar Stonefist. He's not a war hero.
Mm.
He's not battle tested as well. Like he hunted some, fucking bandits here and there, but like Galmar is like he's an epic warrior, while
Mhm.
Dieter is
Yeah, but
more
he's
of a.
old.
This is a Nord, bitch. You don't get all.
Yeah, Nords get old too.
No, you're right, but he's still good. Like, the Dieter, I'm
Mhm.
explaining this to everyone. He looks young, he looks sexy, and he looks, the guy who solves the problem with diplomatic.
I would really prefer my nephew not to be called sexy.
Okay, he's sexy again.
God damn.
Purple.
Well, you should have chosen Cullen as a face claim for your nephew then.
Yes, Saskia, you should have chosen it. But yeah.
I didn't know that was an option. I will choose it.
Okay, but the Galmar, on the other hand, is like, yes, he is racist. Yes, he is, crazy, and he defends certain values in Skyrim that is not really cool. But like, he's your guy when you want to kill shit.
Yeah.
I'll be so happy when he dies.
Just, I think it would be best if we try not to cause any panic. Try to prepare the evacuation of the city, but without causing any alarm.
Perhaps a two-phased operation, having Ambassador Dieter be the Silk Fist, and when the time comes, as he points to
The
Mr.
Stonefist.
Mr. Veteran, the Stone Fist can be unveiled when the time is right.
The Ulfric says, "I will do one better. I am going to send Brynjul Freeventure as well."
Oh, thank God.
All three of them nods and says, "The Brynjul Freeventure will be the leader, of course," says Ulfric. And they nod again.
Question: how many people are in this room?
25, with 5 NPCs that matters, 20 guards.
Okay, good enough
For what?
for later.
What?
For later. Because there might be some words that might spread that only the people in this room might know of.
Gotcha. The Galmar nods and says, "I will then prepare the boys. The sons of Skyrim will be there. With your permission, King, my king, I'll ask your leave." And Ulfric nods and Galmar goes away. Leaves the 4 of you alone. One of the servants comes in and they give you 5, each one of you, 5 precious stone. Because 5,000 gold is so fucking heavy to get,
Yeah,
that they give you precious stones.
Mayar, since we are done with our talk, I would like to tell you a ballad regarding our great leader Gaius, our late great leader Gaius, just so you can hear that his heroics, just like Ysgrifu. I don't know how to fucking word this. God damn it. But yeah, if you may, I would like to recite to you a ballad regarding our
Please. Please go right ahead.
let's see, performance. Come on. Yes.
Make it metal.
Yes.
So like in the beginning, Ulfric was like, yeah, whatever. But then like,
Damn,
The
this
more-
part is good.
yeah, he's like, yeah, I consider this bard, for my bedroom. Oh. He's like, yeah, this is very good. Is there any questions?
Hmm. At the moment, I don't have any questions.
Yeah, same.
Hmm.
The meeting.
Actually,
fine.
who will contact us when? How will you be able to contact us, King Ulfric, when the road towards the bandit will be cleared, so that we can start?
I have my court mage who will be sending messages to your guild leader, Lady Ariadne.
Very well.
Saskia,
Yes?
is there any questions that you want to ask?
No?
Anyone else?
No.
Nope.
I don't think.
Okay. Is there anything that you guys want to do more in Windhelm?
Hmm.
We're taking a boat to leave, right?
You're taking
Yeah.
the boat that is called Pride of Skyrim.
Yes. But does the boat take horses? Should I buy a horse here or should I buy a horse in High Rock?
This, sadly, this ship does not take horses. Your horses will have to remain here.
Then I won't take a horse.
Damn it!
Can we otherwise get outfitted with
Morwen and the tragedy of horses.
I mean,
Can do what? Can you do what?
okay, so how much gold do we get individually?
500 per person, I believe, was the thing,
Oh, for the
or 500 for everyone.
5,000 the
5,000.
beginning.
What?
Why do you need
5,000
so much
each?
gold?
Ooh.
It's a lot of
Or
gold.
for
Each.
everyone?
5,000 gold each.
Ooh, well, in that case, I will definitely outfit myself. We can actually do that after the thing, cause
Yeah,
Yeah.
It can be done in PMs. It's no big deal.
yes. But yeah, first thing that Morwood would do would probably get some better armor.
One thing I want to say is that you guys do spend one more day here for future references. And the next, what's up?
Go on. Oh,
You can-
I
you
was
can.
asking if there's anyone I know of in Windhelm. We're in Windhelm, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yes.
If there's anyone from the let's say faction that I'm in.
There is a bartender here.
Guess I'm getting a drink later.
I'm gonna go over one by one, so you're gonna go service Grobnak. Grobnak, you go to the bartender and you basically said, winter is coming or type of things, the most things that starts these questions.
Mm.
It is a bartender. It is a Dalmer bartender, and he is one of those guys who has a Dalmer mustache. And he gives you a look when you give him the keywords, and he nods and gives you a beer. From the house.
Thank you. And Grognak will make it seem like a natural conversation between a very stressed patron and the bartender who doesn't give a shit but just wants to get paid. So Grognak will be mostly like whining about how his days has been hard and he needs some relaxation and woe is me, woe, oh. And then he will proceed to get hammered and he will try to like every time he pays he will try to slide and after a while when he pays for some drinks he will slide a tiny piece of paper to him along with the money.
Hmm. He actually also will give you a tiny, an envelope.
Mhm.
What do you write to him in the your tiny piece of paper?
I will write to him, things are moving, you need there's talk of alliances regarding the Emmerich person I have been telling you about. You need to convince the higher ups that you, they need to join if things fail. They need to prepare. But like coded,
Yeah, you write a love letter.
yes, again.
Okay. I will explain your letter tomorrow. By the way, don't worry.
Yep.
Um, is there anyone else who wishes to do something?
Many
I
things.
I want to talk to Estelle if possible.
You go near Estelle.
Where is she?
Estelle,
exactly?
Estelle is like playing sword with Alfarius. She's terrible with the sword. It's just like she's very bad with the sword.
Why do you want to learn how to fight with swords if fireballs are so much better?
I have a dream, and that dream is basically fiery sword, stab, stab type of dream,
Uh huh.
and it's just wasting time. I know fireballs are way better anyway. So,
Well,
Ramiel, how are you? How's it going?
I would. I wanted to speak with you, and I don't think speaking with you while you are training would be very um, useful.
You're right. Let's drink beers.
Uh, sure. I hope they have wine.
No, no, no. We will drink beers.
Okay, if you say so, we will drink beer.
She goes, and Alfarius stays, and waves at you guys as you guys leave.
I'll wave back at him.
So, what do you want to talk about? How can I help you?
Well, you know, I never had the opportunity to spend much time in places like the College of Winterhold, so I just wanted to talk about your experiences there.
College is a shithole where teachers doesn't know what they're half of the things they teach, and they say fireballs are dangerous. Destruction magic,
Well,
especially.
it seems like at least the librarian knew something.
Barbarian is cool, but he's, an orc. And
Hmm.
I think the Ayala should be the Archmage. Or, I don't know, me.
Well, what
But I'm out.
improvement would you make to the college if you were the archmage?
I would say someone needs to deal with the Jarl better. Basically, the whole city is there because of us, and us being there saves the round, that saves the city. I don't know, things can be maybe better.
And how would you make it better?
I don't know, by talking with the Jarl.
What if the Jarl doesn't want to listen?
I don't know where this conversation goes, but if the Jarl doesn't listen, then I would say, let's have a new Jarl. Haha.
Uh, maybe you shouldn't be. How many beers did you have already?
I have none.
And you're already talking like this so openly. Maybe you should drink at least a few before you start talking these things.
Why?
At least people won't blame you and say it was because you were drunk.
I mean, jarls and leaders are there to serve their people. I think that the leader was unable to do their job, so they should be having new leader. What's the problem?
The problem is that there isn't much way to change a yarn without, killing them.
Well, there is.
Yeah, if they wanted to resign.
No, there's another way.
What way?
Finding a guy who wants to challenge the jarl through a Nordic duel.
Or you could use one of the magic schools that you don't like, which is enchantment, and make him think he wants to resign.
Yeah, that's true. That's doable.
So why is it that you love destruction so much?
It's quite obvious. I'm a destructive person.
Are you really?
I mean, would you like to be an example?
I mean,
Yes.
um,
The nice answer and the wise answer was no. I am capable of changing magical studies into fire. I don't like lightning. I don't like cold. I don't like, necrotic magic or necrotic ways of hurting people. I usually change things to fire. And one of the reasons I am actually not allowed to rise in the college is because I was actually able to change a couple of the other magical types that is done by cold or let's say electricity to fire.
how do you do it?
I am a sorcerer. Pardon, he doesn't say. I am someone who commands magic.
Well, so am I, but how do you manage to change the magic in its nature?
I work on it for a while. It's basically try to understand the magic and how it's done first, and then add more components to turn it into fire. Basically, it is not nice or it is not very cool. I don't have the let's say the nice looking version of Cone of Cold. Mine looks more chaotic.
So you are able to use other types of magic. He doesn't want you.
I am not just an evocation mage or destruction mage. I do know the value of restoration. I do know the value of other types of magic. I just let them on. They are used when they need to be used. Just like fire, but I just like fire more. I have used fire for healing as well.
How is that?
Someone was stabbed, the wound needed to be closing, so I pushed my hand. I put my burning hand into the scar.
Ah, I see. Perhaps I don't know you enough to be saying this type of thing, but perhaps if you wish to grow more in the guild, in not the guild, in the college, if you want to become the archmage, perhaps you should not treat the other schools of magic as boring.
I am now in this guild and I want to see what the guild is all about. Maybe when I return I may study the other types of magic, but hopefully we will have some pirates in the
Try not to burn the ship.
I will think about it.
Now then, are we going to drink the beers that you suggested, or are we just going to talk?
Yeah, let's drink the beers. Should I jump into another person? Okay, Saskia, is there anything you want to do?
No, I don't think so.
Damien?
At the moment, I don't have any idea. I will send you a message because I have a few things, but I need to.
Yeah, I think you want to buy things as well.
Yeah, I need to put things down and discuss it with you.
Morven.
I need to do some. What's the word? Some
Shopping?
intrigue. No, some intrigue. I need to speak with Aviana, see how things are going, and depending on how things are going, I will decide on my other actions. Let's say.
Okay.
So where is Aviana?
Side of the city. Maybe dragon training, you know, thing.
Okay. I'm gonna go and find her. How far outside would you be? Like, is it like visible from the thing?
Probably not because, you know, people reacting to dragon, so, you know, it's a little bit outside, like maybe half an hour walk.
Okay. I will walk to where Aviana is then. And I will stumble upon her accidentally. Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, hey Aviana. What are you doing out here?
Oh, gee, look at you stumbling accidentally upon me. So I rolled 23 on my insight.
Well, I didn't say I stumbled accidentally. I said that out of character. In character, you know, you don't.
I know.
You know, you don't know.
Oh, yes, I do with the 23 on my insight. No, you came here looking for me.
She has 23 on her inside with a critical.
Yeah.
What are you doing out here?
Oh, just, no. Don't really let Nisei, fly around in the city, can I? So, why are you here? Are you looking for me?
Well, I found you.
Yes.
If I may ask, what exactly are you going to do with this dragon when it, you know, grows?
I'm not sure yet.
Hope you find out, cause it's going to get pretty dangerous, I expect.
Aye.
That Thane thing, I don't like it.
Sorry, I understood that painting. I'm not quite sure. I don't think you said that.
That Thane thing.
Oh, that thing. Thing. Are you talking about Nisei?
Thane.
Thane. Oh,
Thane.
Thane. God, fucking
Thane
hell. I'm
thing.
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I just calculated I worked 31 hours in 3 days. I'm a little out of tune.
Yeah. Crank it up.
I mistook a fan for a person today and was actually like 5 seconds staring at fan. It's like, why is someone just staring at me, not trying to fall asleep at work? So, sorry, yes. That Thane thing. It is an interesting development. I am not quite sure why, but
I know I didn't sign up for this, and I definitely don't like it. It messes up with my anonymity, you see.
I think that may have been the intent.
Well,
Not on you on a personal level, of course, but
yeah. Individuality isn't exactly something that former soldiers would know about. Anyway.
I think it's more. It more has to do with tying the Adventurer's Guild closer to him, making us thanes.
I don't know about this stuff. After all, I'm just a weapon. I would like it to remain so too, but what can I do now? So,
Just in
what's up with
disguises.
you?
Much.
Did you speak with anyone about anything that we talked about? Just curious.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Yes.
Just to clarify, are we talking about Dider or Finnebar here?
Are you asking that in character or out of
Yes,
character?
no, in character.
Okay. I don't
we
know. I
did
was
talk-
hoping you would clarify it.
Well, as I said, I am curious.
People asked if I talked to anyone about anything. I talked to a lot of people about a lot of things.
Saskia, check your PMs on the Facebook, please.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean about the people that we have spoke about with each other. I don't know who else you're talking to, but I don't know if there would be any interest there.
I can assure you that all my affairs have been arranged.
That's all you're gonna say?
Also, I'm still not sure exactly about what topic we're discussing right now. Yes.
So what happened with Finnebar?
Complicated. I'm feeling that that is how he likes it.
How can it be complicated? He either wants to or he doesn't.
Apparently he found a way to do both.
I need to hear this. How?
Well... It's the thing that he calls duty or something, I'm not sure. It's fine. We'll see where it goes.
I don't like that. It kind of feels like he's leading you on without wanting to put any effort in it.
Well, I just don't know. Like, it is a thing, it is... Yeah.
You don't seem happy.
Because I'm not quite sure where we are currently. And that is... Yeah, just... I don't know where we stand in all honesty, so perhaps you should talk to Finnebar about this.
Me? Oh, you don't want me to talk to Finnebar.
I mean, clearly I'm not getting much further with him. In every way.
If I talk to Finnebar, he might get back to you gelded, so why don't you just make some more, you know, be a bit more assertive, let's say.
I kissed him. How much more assertive do I need to get?
That's not being assertive, that's being, what's the word for it?
A creep.
Aggressive. In a not good way, Aviana. But you have to tell him, look, if you're interested, say so. If you're not, I can move on. Who knows, maybe we'll die within a month. Why waste time on someone who won't even acknowledge if he wants to be with you? Fuck
You
him.
think I haven't done that?
And he didn't give you an answer?
Not really.
Well, then screw him.
I thought that was more assertive than
No,
more
I
aggressive
don't. I
than the
don't. I
kissing.
don't mean in literal terms. I mean, just
It is
if
what
you
it is.
if you have to beg for affection, he doesn't deserve your time.
Oh, I'm not. We'll just focus on what's ahead of us. And we'll see what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we don't die.
Well, that wasn't necessarily something that I was going for when I signed up to the Adventurers Guild, so I agree with you on that.
Yeah. You know, there are many things we didn't sign up for, but here we are, and here it goes. Well, at least if I die with my blade in this fucker's gut.
It's what you hope. Presume.
And how is the situation with your nephew?
He is well. I'm worried about him going on this mission, but, well, I guess I wouldn't be funny if I wasn't. But
You didn't tell him anything about me talking to you, right?
no.
Thank you for that. I feel kind of weird having been involved in this situation. It's kind of awkward, you know?
Yes. Family things usually are.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to head back. Do you want to come with?
Yes, yes. I think I've been outside quite enough. It's getting cold.
Yeah, I wanted to prepare for voyage. I'm not very fond of ships.
Never been on one. It's going to be a first time for me.
At least I won't be the only one barfing my guts out. That's what's the word for it? Good? Anyway, let's get back.
Yana will nod and little baby dragon.
And we'll go back.
Dragon will try to land on Morgan's shoulder.
Hey, dragon, I wouldn't get too familiar.
This is what you hear in your head.
What was that?
Danger! Danger!
Where?
Shit.
Danger.
Do I hear that as well?
No, it says to
Damn
Morgan.
it. Okay.
Aviana?
Yes?
Hold up for a second. I
Wait.
want to check something out.
Right. Should I be worried?
Maybe.
Yana will cost her mage armor. Thank you. That was all I needed.
I will go and hide behind a tree. So I'm gonna roll my stealth and my perception.
Okay.
Okay, my stealth. Oh wait, no. I wear the boots and the cloak, so I'm good.
You're good?
Well, yeah, they give advantage, so I'm good.
Okay.
And
You
where's
guys
the
are waiting behind a tree.
where the fuck is my perception? Perception 20. What do I
guys
see?
You guys see the sun that is going down and a dragon who's flying around, playing games around.
Why?
Baby
Do I
dragon.
also need to roll stealth, by the way, because did not yet.
It's a baby dragon that is flying around, not a huge dragon.
Oh.
But that's it. There's nothing else.
Let's avoid it.
I'm confused now. So, basically, baby dragon was calling for danger, and then it was baby dragon flying around that was the danger.
No, baby dragon doesn't say anything after saying danger. It just flies around playing games.
Okay.
I should have killed that dragon when we found it. But anyway.
Is that what you said?
Saying
I-
that
No. That's what I'm thinking. Morwen is like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing?
I mean, Fiona will just say it, like, to baby dragon in her mind. What is going on?
Food. More food.
Your dragon is a bit annoying.
Still
Let's
young.
go. There's nothing here.
I'm just gonna roll my
I
meager
think
perception. Oh wait, let me actually just check. If there's like I'm not fully 100% trusting this, and I might be, just. Is there something that I can?
you need to teach it the story about the boy who cried wolf.
I'm gonna call upon a familiar. Cast my find familiar spell.
What do you want to do?
I
Waste
wanna
spell
call-
slots.
Yes.
You want to call
Whatever.
your familiar and show it around and say like what's around?
Basically, yes. I want to make sure that there's like any kind of danger in sight. If not, it's just baby dragon playing. That's fine. That's
Dragon playing games.
dragon playing games. Okay.
You guys go back to the city then.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Well, I will eventually need to have a chat with Hadranil, but it can wait.
Okay.
We can do
I'm
it on the
drinking
ship.
with Estelle as well.
Then it
Mm.
can definitely wait.
While the Raniel is dealing or talking to Estelle, you guys can see Finnebar and Alfarius is basically doing a small duel outside of the inn. And after everyone has done what they want to do in Windhelm, the ship known as Pride of Skyrim will leave the Windhelm city. It will go to Gehenna. The ship-
Are we going to skip ahead the whole week?
We are going to basically start the scene in the next 3 days. As in, like, after 3 days has passed, next session will start in the ship.
Okay.
There's going to be some cracking time.
Cool.
Yeah, then on the ship I'm gonna have the chats.
Okay. There was no one except you guys and the crew in the ship. The ship will go to the city Gehenna and then it will come back. And that's it. When I
Actually,
say,
we
like,
do
no one
have
else,
cabins there,
crew.
right?
Their crew and everyone has their own cabin.
Okay.
Ship is not that big, and those who was first time in the ship actually know everyone roll me Constitution.
Yep.
Wait, only everyone who is in
No, everyone.
the ship for the
Everyone.
first time?
No, everyone roll me.
Is the Constitution safe or
Yes, Constitution
Okay.
save.
Oh, save.
like there's difference?
No, it's the same.
Oh god. I had already decided that I'd be puking on the ship, but no.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
god.
fine, yeah.
Plus 10 is fine, minus 10 is bad. Decide how you want to play. But yeah, that's it. Thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. See you next time in the next episode of our game. Bye bye.